everyone, I'm Alex and I'm the hands behind Lovecraft Crochet. My plushies are for the anxious, depressed, autistic, and neurodivergent. Small enough to travel in a purse, backpack, diaper bag, or even your pocket. You can check out my Facebook page or TikTok to see what patterns are available and stay tuned for the new ones coming out. I also make hats, scarves, blankets, and dice bags for the tabletop gamer or dice goblin in your life. Feel free to order through the page, TikTok DMs, or via email at love.craft.crochet@gmail.com. Now, on to the segment.
Urban legends, missing heaven, hookman coming for you, missing 15 minutes. Mothman's flying at you, missing 15 minutes.
Welcome back to Mything 15 Minutes, the show where your host tries to fit centuries of nightmares into a quarter of an hour. I'm Sam Rossi, reading a script written by A.J. Carey, who is trying to not make me say the word folklore this script.
Okay, so you say it once. I'm sorry.
Today we are heading to Southern Africa.
Yes.
I've never thought of the southern part of Africa as the southern part of Africa.
South Africa is its own country.
But you understand what I mean.
So if you're talking about the region, yes, I understand what you mean. Took me a second to... I knew that was going to hang you up.
Today we're heading to Southern Africa to explore one of the most feared and misunderstood figures in regional mythology, the Tokoloshe. Is it cute? Is it terrifying? Is it both? Can I fight it? Find out right now. The Tokoloshe, luckily, is known as the Tokoloshe or the Tokoloshe. That one hard.
Tokoloshe.
Tokoloshe.
But either way, it's really hard of a name to pronounce.
So it'd be hard to mispronounce. Comes from Zulu and... crap.
Xhosa.
That's not the right word.
Xhosa?
Xhosa is not how it's actually said. I know this.
So you're going to sit here for 20 minutes figuring it out?
Probably, because I know it's not right because of how their warriors are. And I remember an episode on warriors from Africa.
Okay.
So anyways, traditionally is described as a small humanoid creature, sometimes child-sized, sometimes knee-high, though often hairy and always mischievous. Basically a chaotic gremlin with range. From oops, I hid your shoes, all the way to oops, I ruined your life. So, my nephews, particularly that small one.
He is a little gremlin.
He is something, all right. In many older stories, the Tokoloshe can turn invisible by drinking water or swallowing a pebble. It is also said to be created or summoned by a person seeking revenge. Ah, good old revenge goblins. Love that for them. Terrible for everyone else. And crucially, the Tokoloshe is known for attacking people in their sleep, which is one reason many families historically sleep on raised beds or bricks to avoid it. Imagine being so notorious that IKEA has to design around you. It's important to understand the Tokoloshe in its cultural and historical context. Stories vary widely between communities, but the legend often ties its themes of jealousy, social conflict, and unexplained misfortune. In some regions, the Tokoloshe become a way to describe mysterious illnesses or nighttime disturbances, which, to be fair, is how I still explain most things. What happened to the Wi-Fi? Tokoloshe. Who ate the last donut? Tokoloshe. Well, technically I say gremlins, but same difference.
It is essentially a very similar...
I blame the ghost.
Yes, I know you do. Who's raising our gas prices? The ghost.
No, he's the Walking Dead.
Stephen Miller? Have you seen the dude? He looks like fucking Nosferatu.
I don't know. Maybe the orange Cheeto could be Nosferatu.
This has nothing to do with that. We're in Africa right now. Pretend we're in Africa. There's
Even
nothing
today,
you could do that is not going to sound racist. The look in your eye. What's going to be the least racist thing I can do right now?
even today, there are news stories where strange events are attributed to it. It's not just an ancient myth. It's a living part of cultural storytelling. Sadly, it's like how we still have people going.
Oh, apparently I do go into
You
fucking
do
politics.
go into politics.
Okay.
How do you always in our scripts bring it back around to politics, particularly on the myth show, the
I'm the one
folklore, the
Hey, you're not supposed to say
urban
that
legends.
You were only supposed to say that word once.
Anyways, so
Why do I do that?
how?
Because I'm the one writing for the myth show. I'm not writing the killing show. Okay? So I get to make jokes that I would say otherwise, but they have some way to find out how to fit into the myth I'm talking about. So please, tell the joke. Let's see when I wrote this script. Whatever she's about to say was very new news.
It was topical at the day.
It was topical as I wrote it. So you can date when I write these scripts by literally what pissed me off that I saw on Twitter or Facebook or just in general.
All right. Sadly, it's like how we still have people going on Fox News to say that a comet might actually be a spaceship that'll send down mini probes to infect our government.
Okay, so I believe I just watched the Forest. I think it was Forrest Velke or it was Forrest Velke.
Are we talking about the weird comet thing that didn't look right, but
It didn't look. Hold on. Yes and no.
okay.
Yes, that is the comment. Whatever the hell's whatever it was. But yes, this dude was going on to Fox News saying that it could very well be a spaceship because of how the light refracted this way. That was what everyone was talking about. However, here's the secret. It did it exactly the way it was supposed to. But the problem is that just like people want it, but then he's turning around and going, it's a spaceship. It's gonna also fucking release invisible probes that'll come down and control our people.
You sprayed again.
No, I didn't. That was the alien.
All right.
So anyways, I just watched the Forrest Valkyrie video on that. That's why I'm bitching about that.
Except the Tokoloshe at least has the spiritual explanation and not just the grift. No one's grifting to try and build Tokoloshe traps. Wow, AJ, we can't tell what you're upset about today. So, do you have a new? Do you need to? I like to point out that we do these weeks in advance.
This one was months in advance.
Yeah. So, we need to not have it where you're upset that today. It should be on that day. Just saying. Modern Tokoloshe.
Don't worry. When you read the Skinwalker one, you'll know what I'm pissed about today. That's called audience retention. You gotta listen to that one to know what's happening now. Which will actually be in the future, but this is the present while we're recording something from the past.
Modern Tokoloshe accounts sometimes blend traditional beliefs with contemporary fears. Anyways, people report seeing small dark figures, hearing footsteps, or waking up paralyzed, which can overlap with sleep paralysis and other air quote supernatural entities, even within their own culture. It's neat like that.
What the fuck was... It's neat like that.
Sorry, Officer Crunky popped in my head. Where were we? Even though in own culture, it's neat like that. The classic is This My Brain, or one of the dozens of creatures I've been told about my entire life.
My sleep paralysis demon is Stephen Miller.
My sleep paralysis demon looks like the gentleman and the Beowulf.
Grendel?
That's it.
Actually, I don't have a sleep paralysis demon. But that's because I've gotten so used to waking up with my kids 3 fucking centimeters from my face. Hi. You can only go through that so many times before. Take me, sleep paralysis demon. It's fine.
Okay, so yes, in many southern African communities, belief in the Tokoloshe is still culturally present. As a metaphor, a warning, or just a way to describe unexplained events. And honestly, metaphorical or not, the little guy's got some great branding. Tiny, invisible, causes chaos. He's the spiritual chihuahua. I don't know. What do you classify leprechauns as?
Depends, but we will do a leprechaun episode next St. Patty's Day.
Okay. To not use the word that Sam is scared of, they're all scary. We'll call them
Ethnologists. Okay.
We will call them ethnologists. Ethnologists. Ethro?
There's no R. Ethno.
Whatever.
Ethnologists.
May symbolize social tensions, like disputes between neighbors or families. Others interpret it as the personification of sleep disorders, stress, or the fear of the night. So it's either a deep psychological reflection or the universe's smallest home invaders. How big are brownies?
Depends. Here's the problem this is actually a very good comparison that I don't actually think I bring up here, but it is very much the African version of brownies and pixies and
Leprechauns,
gremlins, goblins, leprechauns. It's in that sort of it is in that vein.
Okay.
Usually brownies are also considered roughly knee-high at best, but it also depends because then you got your red cat. There's a lot of the Fey world that I don't want to touch with a 10-foot fucking pole, but we're going to have to eventually.
Well, it's a good thing we don't use our real names then.
Sam, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, I'm saying we don't use our government names.
Samantha, what are you talking about?
Now you're giving the Fae something to talk about.
We have already you use my government name like every fucking episode.
That's not true. I've used it once.
Arthur?
Who edits? Who has listened to every episode without fail?
But we're not going to bring Eurocentric views into this. We're talking about Africa.
I understand. I was just asking about how big a flippin' brownie would be.
Depends. How stoned do you want to get?
Either way, it serves a narrative purpose, giving shape to the things that scare us, especially the things we can't see. Invisible gremlin of doom. It checks out. So whether you view the Tokoloshe as a supernatural menace, a cultural symbol, or simply a fascinating piece of folklore, that's twice, one thing is certain. Stories about it aren't disappearing anytime soon. Unlike the Tokoloshe itself, which can disappear by drinking water. Iconic. Does he like spring water, brackish water, salt water, fresh water?
I would assume fresh water.
Hold on, it's from South Africa. That could be anything.
Fresh drinking water?
Well,
potable water? I'm assuming that's because I'm assuming it's based around, hey, where did who drank from my fucking glass of water? Tokoloshe.
Oh, so we should start blaming Tokoloshe for when our drinks start disappearing?
Yes, now you're getting the spirit of it.
So I can't blame the small feral one for who shows up suddenly with my drink in his hand.
No, he got it from the Tokoloshe. But that's sort of what I mean, is where it's like, in what I like about this is actually it's a very, and this is going to sound stupid. It's a very, everyone around the world has kind of a Tokoloshe.
Yes.
Again, like what we were just talking about with the Fae. we went over to Russia, there's others.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It is a matter of, and even if we look at Native American stuff, I'm doing a big deep dive into Navajo. It might be a thing.
All right, give me my 2 episodes that I want, and then add Navajo for next year.
But anyways, so it is a very universal thing, and it's similar. I hate when we talk about things that aren't Eurocentric, because turning around and saying, oh, the Tokoloshe is still believed today, like it still appears currently, it's very easy for someone who doesn't know to be able to factor in, oh, they're backwards, or they still believe in the mystical and everything like that. When it's, again, a lot more akin to, at least in my research, I could be wrong. I am a white dude in the middle of central New York doing Google searches. But it's more of like a cultural significant thing. Again, very similar to how we were just making jokes about goblins, fairies, brownies, and all that. Where, is it believed? That's debatable and probably depends on the person.
Right. Do I believe that there's little freaking things that show up in this house and take things? For the amount of shit that disappears and then found randomly places? Like, we took apart the bed in my bedroom to put a queen, go from a king to a queen. We had an adjustable bed, best thing we ever spent money on. So AJ and I had to, tear apart a bed, put the new one down, rotate it at another day. Shell changes the curtains 3 weeks later, and a vape pops out.
Magical.
Where it wasn't there before. Why didn't it fall out when we moved it? I had to move the curtain itself to move the other bed.
And that was a perfect example of how these stories continue to stay relevant in today's society. Whether you believe in the Tokoloshe, or you think it's gremlins or ghosts or goblins or ghouls. Nah, maybe not ghouls. No one thinks about ghouls. Man, who the hell stole my vape? It was me.
I pictured ghouls, and I think this is because of Anita Blake.
You want to fuck them?
No,
not that part of
not that part. Not that part of Anita Blake. But where she's in the first book, she's really into raising the dead and everything like that. And ghouls are, as she puts it in that world, ghouls are unbound to unbound spirit bodies. They are actual zombies until they fall apart, but they come back as ghouls.
Neat.
Yeah, it was interesting. Anyways, thanks for spending 15 minutes mything with us. If you enjoyed today's dive into Tiny Terrors, be sure to follow, rate, and share the show. If someone knocks over your stuff tonight, I'm not saying it's the Tokoloshe. I'm saying drink more water. Man, this would be a great spot to have a sponsored ad for Air Up or Liquid Death or something. Damn. Anyway, stay hydrated, myth heads. We are not calling them myth heads.
No, that was a joke that I wrote several episodes, because we do have it on record, you saying that I can call them myth heads now.
Yeah, I did say that. Anyways, I'm Sam Rossi, and I'm going to give my brother a big, sloppy smack to the face. Later, y'all.
Did you fucking have to call it big, sloppy slap? That's not right.
I'll give you a wet willy.
Mything 15.
Keep on carrying on.
C-A-R-E.
Y.
Because
Carry On Production.